There's a legend that's sung in Rhode Island, told to children with faces aglee, about a hero, an absolute madman, who bombed the shit out of that company. No more Lotus or Power 9 bullshit. Those pedophiles knew it was nigh. That man got on a plane in Toronto, got an AK or 4 and prepared to say hi. Adam Warski, axe-wielding maniac. Hasbro, you fuckers, we pray for your soul. Adam Warski, getting away with it. Touch that boy's hole and you'll pay Adam's toll. He enlisted the help of some dear friends, the time-traveling demon Sam Hyde, and they vowed to eradicate Hasbro. They crashed the plane, kicked the door, went inside. There was blood on the ceiling, screams echoed for miles as Adam lay waste to his claim. They rescued the boys and the girls who were slaves, and every last one of them chanted his name. Adam Warski, Hitler on steroids, enacting upon magic his genocide. Adam Warski, hero of Canada. We laughed and we laughed at how many had died. Adam Warski, doing it for free. He'll never stop on his valiant quest. Adam Warski, it might be a pseudonym. Touch that girl's chest and he'll strap on a suicide vest. Oh yes, Adam Warski, murderous psychopath. Cash all your checks, 'cause he's coming for Hollywood next.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. How are we doing, guys? Dude, welcome to a fucking lore stream. That is, of course, Ken Ashcorp's Adam Warski song, which I thought was appropriate because there is a reason that song was written, because it's about an old drama in the anti-SJW community. How we doing? How we doing? Well, you know I love a bit of old lore, and Lazy wants to talk about some lore, so I thought this would be a fun little midweekish stream. How we doing? How we doing, everybody? I'm not saying someone could pay me to cover this, but someone could. Dude, that's such a good song. Ken Ashcorp is like an underrated treasure. Fucking hell, guys. Right, so yeah, last time Lazy was on, and Lazy and I have talked about this a couple of times. Lazy remembers the old days. Glass Raven, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Water is boiling. Teapot are ready. Drawing tablet in vicinity. Give me the insomnia, Becky boy. Based. Thank you, Rain. Thank you for the 5. Yeah, like Lazy remembers the good old days. The good old days of YouTube. Before the Leafies. Before the iDubbbz. There was the anti-SJW community. So I thought it'd be fun. We could be bees together. I'm gonna give her a call. I'm gonna bring her in, chat. Be nice. I know you will be. If she actually picks up. There we go. Lazy.
Hello.
Hello, Lazy. You are a bee. Congratulations.
Yay! Finally! I have fulfilled my destiny! Yes! We were bees all along.
So true.
Oh my god, these headphones are like so noise canceling. This is so weird. I feel like I have to scream just to hear myself. I'm screaming into the void.
Lady Nerd Artist with the 5. Hey Becky, did you hear about the crazy Glass Raven situation? I have not. You can DM me about it. Bissell Gray, I saw you saw that live stream you were on earlier. Yeah, it's I'm getting to know a new person, Seska. That seemed fun. They seem fun. I like meeting new people. So yes, lazy anti-SJW community.
Hi. Oh my god, I can't wait to go down a fucking rabbit hole, or a beehive in this case.
Yeah, enter the hive. There are, like, I'm not sure where to begin. Actually, I mean, I know where I want to begin, but why didn't, like...
I mean, I put a little presentation together.
You put a presentation?
An explanation.
Dude.
I put a presentation together, Beckett.
I would love to do a presentation. A presentation sounds fucking hilarious.
I want to show my amazing presentation skills that I put together in these 30 minutes that you gave me time to prepare. I thought it would be funny and educational.
And educational? I love educational.
Educational.
Educational is great. Oh, fuck, I've never... Okay, yes.
I don't know how to do this other than share my screen, I suppose.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's do that. And then I will... give me a second. Let me pop this out. And... is this a PowerPoint presentation? Daisy, did you do a PowerPoint? Let me just get it up on screen. Holy shit, you did a PowerPoint presentation. That's so based.
Beckett, I'm very passionate about this. This is my deconstruction right here.
Okay.
I need this.
Okay, let me periodically read super chats. Lady Notas with 2. It is a meme, Beckett. What, the Glass Raven thing? Oh fuck. Okay, fair enough. Listen, I'm just waiting for them to get into drama. Rain, member for 3 months. Also, that donor message didn't fit in here, so I cry. Sorry, Rain. Lady Nerd Artist again with the 5. Glass Raven is threatening me in chat. Mods, no, don't do anything. Listen, that's absolutely fine. We endorse that here.
Didn't you just rage you? What the fuck is happening?
I don't know. Car with the member for 8 months. Lazy came prepared. So true. Lazy. A presentation I put together in like 30 minutes. Lol. Fuck me. Okay. Faced.
Look, you didn't give me that much time. Otherwise, it would have been a little more detailed. I would have put in like transitions and stuff. But this is what we're dealing with right now.
Okay.
My bare bones
I feel like I'm
artistic
back at
rendition of this
university.
fucking bullshit.
I feel like I'm back at university. Like, just like desperately like putting a presentation together in like 30 minutes, being like, oh fuck. I need to do it.
I'm about to uni-present to every single fucking person here. Welcome to Cope University. You have to study this shit for 4 years, go insane, and then maybe you might graduate. Maybe.
Either that or you get like arrested for like protesting at Jan's sake. That's kind of the process, isn't it? Like, it really is. It's literally like you do this for like 4 years and then you like leave it and get on with your life, or you do it for 4 years and you're like, I think we should storm the Capitol. Like
So true. Oh my god, we're gonna get into it. I have this in the presentation. Beckett, I come prepared. I am here to be entertaining. This is how I do it. I overcompensate.
Well, listen, it's your presentation. Go for it. That's fucking great.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, imagine you are me in 2015. Actually, don't imagine that. It was a really weird time. In 2015, there was a community of people that were very disgruntled and very angry. These type of people would come on the internet and kind of do what we're doing, which is just make content and be an asshole. The problem is that it was very integrated into politics for some reason, and that's where I am at. 15-year-old me didn't really understand politics beyond this community, so my first political understanding of the world was this community, which is a bad stepping stone, by the way. Never do that. But I decided to put this little presentation together in the 30 minutes I was given because I think an important part of understanding anti-SJW lore is understanding the anti-SJW fracture. This will be very fast. It's like 5 pages. First of all, to understand the anti-SJW starts at the very end. Most people remember the anti-SJW community as that time in 2015 where people would make like dunking on libtard compilation number 27. Some people remember it as like the response video variety where people would play the entirety of a video from Riley Dennis. It was always Riley Dennis, I swear to fucking God.
It was always Riley Dennis.
It was always Riley Dennis.
What was the name of that? Like, there was this other one who was like they were like 17 or 18. They had like blonde hair. It was like short blonde hair. and they were
No,
like,
it's the all white people are racist person.
Yeah.
I could not remember their fucking name. I was trying to remember what it was. I think it was Milo something. I don't remember, but I know exactly who you're talking about, and I wanted to include their name in this, but I couldn't remember what it was, and I couldn't find them. That person too, by the way.
Is it Milo? Oh, fuck.
Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, some people remember it as being the response video variety, where someone would play the entirety of a video from Miley Dennis. It was always them or some other person, and they would call them a number of invectives. But we are here to remember it for what it actually is. Content! Yes, good job, chat. I'm just saying that as if they're responding to this at all, but they're probably not. So let's talk about the fracture. Let's talk about the slight community of people that actually do identify somewhat left-leaning that was a part of all this. And they split up into either bread tubers or people that really just did not give a fuck. So, part of the anti-SJW community was self-identified leftists who were disgruntled by the way social conversations were being dominated by liberalism. Or if any of these fucking freaks actually paid attention to how government works or took a civics class even fucking once, then they were disillusioned by the state of the Democratic Party, which most of us are. These people would find comfort in the anti-SJW sphere for being outsiders to their left-leaning counterparts and just wanted to laugh at people. This would include people like Chris Raygun, some black guy. There was other people that were kind of in there, but these were people that like they would say I do identify as a leftist most of the time, but would go into anti-SJWism because they were very much anti-tone policing and free speech kind of thing. Free speech when it fucking mattered, by the way, not just like a buzzword you would use just to say the N-word on Twitter once. This fracture also has broken into the bread tuber sphere. A lot of leftists who actually still wanted to care and talk about politics would end up in like the debate bro part of political discourse. This would be anyone like ContraPoints or Shoe on Head, although I don't know if she really identifies as a leftist because she is married to a Christo-fascist. Anyway,
she's like a Bernie she's like a Bernie bro girl. And like,
yeah, but she's married to like a Christian nationalist.
Yeah, but that's only because she's not a horse and the Vosh thing didn't work out. Let's be fair, like.
She's not a horse. Very true. She doesn't have any weird skeletons in her closet, and that's why she ended up marrying a Christian. That's why. Anyway, let's talk about the lolcow variety. This is the part of the fracture that people are kind of familiar with in terms of like laughing at all this in retrospect, because like these are the people that legitimately made fucking asses of themselves. This part of the fracture are people who never knew how to actually debate politics if their lives depended on it, and were primarily in it for the sake of clout, because anti-SJW content at the times got clicks and views in the past. But over time, the overexposure to debate bro content did actually get these folks to care a little bit. Their neurons rubbed together slightly, and so some of them would actually try their hand in like the real political realm, but because they were so ingrained in like that 4chan culture, they were so ingrained in like internet slang and lingo, they fundamentally failed to understand how government worked and then ended up just embarrassing themselves. Or they'll go the polar opposite direction, they'll double down about how fucking dumb they are, and they'll just start a kill stream or something. This would be people like Sargon of Akkad. Shit, what was that guy's name? I think Nick Diorio made a video on this, the Indian guy, I can't remember what his name was.
You mean, Bunty King?
Yes, Bunty King, yes. Thank you. This would be like people like Adam Warski, Ethan Ralph, people who have a Kiwi Farms thread that people like call him a lolcow, essentially. No Bullshit's another one of them. Boulder guy, Matt Jarbo is another one of them.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think most of what we were gonna pull together was gonna be of this lolcow variety, so that's kind of what this stream will be about, unless if you have any others, but
yeah, I think that's
the list you gave me was these people.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, like, you get some amazing ones, like Baked Alaska, who's just...
Oh my god! I love the story of Baked Alaska. He's actually kind of like a combination of both this and another one that we're gonna get into, but...
Yeah, very true. Very, very true. Did you... Did you ever hear his court case getting like played live?
it was played live. Was it for the J6 one, or was it for the Taze?
Yeah, it was for the J6 one. So as far as I'm aware, there are no. I've never been able to find a copy of it, but it was played live. Like actually, what's his name? Flamenco, played it live. And then had to take it down. And yeah, like it was fantastic. Like he gets to the court, he's in the courtroom. And the judge's like, how do you plead? And he goes, well, guilty, even though I'm not guilty. I've been told I have to plead guilty. Oh. And the judge is like, wait, no, hold on a second. You cannot do that. I'm not, like, if you don't believe you're guilty. And they have to, like, go out of the room, like, for half an hour while his lawyers are like, you need to go in there and be like, I am guilty or you are going to prison. And you need to shut the fuck up.
Oh, my God. Oh, my fucking God. And you know what? He ends up in this fracture because of that reason. Because he's so much of a fucking idiot that when he actually ends up in real trouble, he doesn't know what the fuck to do.
He's in the Louis Theroux documentary. It's like, it's fucking unreal.
Jesus fuck.
Well, like he went through this whole period with the lolcow side where he like because he joined like IP2, like Ice Poseidon 2, and he was streaming. There was this whole thing where he might have HIV. Because they like were having sex with whatever a fucking name is, Gucci or some shit. Where
you mean the person that accused Blade of sexual assault?
Yes, yeah, that one.
Oh my God!
But
no
apparently
way.
she has HIV, and they were all like fucking each other. So like it's that's the rumor. That's the rumor. Because there was like a crash out a few years ago. But I mean, you get other people in this like
not verified.
Hearsay, not verified. But you get like other people like who were just super weird around this time. Like obviously Gator's a lolcow. I like Dome Pesos just like turns up every now and again and then disappears when the cartel finds out. I don't know if I'd call Dome a lolcow. He's had lolcow-y moments. But he was mostly just sort of like turned up, ripped the shit out of the Young Turks. Because like, do you remember the election stream where Trump got elected and like they start off really confident and then they go into like complete cope mode and they're like, you know, I think if this election is towards anything, it's that America hates women.
I do remember this. Oh my God. I mean, you're not wrong in retrospect, but like that time it was really funny. I think it was funnier because it comes from that Kirk guy, whatever his name was.
Yeah.
That guy, I think, ended up like getting exposed for being a massive misogynist or something like that. I don't know. It was a long time ago. Young Turks isn't really actually, Young Turks kind of fits into our next category, which is the grift. But Young Turks is left-leaning grift. This is right-leaning grift. So current day anti-SJW, as we know it today, exists as a grift in the right-leaning political space. These are the type of people that actually do professionally, like, are good at debate. They actually do commentate on civics and current political things. They actually talk to politicians. They just waste that talent on arguing with undereducated folks or those who are in college who only had like one debate class and think that's enough to argue with like a seasoned debater. These would be people like the Ben Shapiros, the Charlie Kirks,
David Rubin.
Who else?
David Rubin.
David Rubin. Full legal name, David Rubin. This would be the Michael Knowles, all those
Milo
type of people that you see currently today. Well, Milo does exist in this category, but he also sits in the final category, which is actual fucking Nazis. Holy shit. So, this is the part of the anti-SJW space I almost fell into. Thank God my soul was saved by left-leaning Jesus. I don't know. There is a part of anti-SJW that actually was a stepping stone into the alt-right. Quote, no bullshit. A lot of blood sports did end up in this category, but even if you weren't like a part of like the blood sports community, there were like actual legitimate alt-right neo-Nazis that would kind of just fade into obscurity. Unless, of course, you're Nick Fuentes, in which case you can dine with the president and Kanye West despite nobody knowing who the fuck you are or how the fuck you even got there or why or for a purpose. Honestly, whose fucking idea was this? So yeah, this would be anyone like Nick Fuentes. Baked Alaska, kinda, but he's more of a lolcow, so nobody takes him seriously. This is Milo Yiannopoulos. This is like Lauren Southern, Laura Loomer, two Laurens, because none of these people know how to name their children the same thing. This would be people like words, name. It's gone. It's missing. Obviously, I shouldn't be giving this presentation if I do this. But it's whoever was the streaming mate to fucking Andy Warski, that guy.
Oh, JF Grappi.
Thank you. You know what? It's because he's French. I couldn't remember his name. I often forget the French are real.
Don't worry, don't worry. He's forgotten where he left his wife's body, so you know it all balances out.
Oh God! Oh no.
She is probably wandering in the woods and fine.
I hate that you can do him so well. It's so fucking cringe.
What you need to understand is that we were very much in love, and then the courts they stepped in and took her away from me because they are authoritarians. I love that, like, so JF Grumpy, like he was like dating, he was dating this, like, this is before Mama JF, but he was dating this woman who was like properly mentally handicapped, and the courts took her away from him.
Wasn't Mama JF also mentally
handicapped? He has a type. But the courts took her away from him and was like, she's not capable of making her own decisions. And when he told this story on stream, he told it to Andy Warski. Andy Warski, like, there's like a like really painful silence when he's finished, and Andy Warski goes, "Jesus, man, how retarded was she?" And it's just like the most Andy statement possible.
Oh my God!
I mean, speaking of Warski, like, there's just like endless stuff. I mean, it's obviously, I think the pinnacle of Warski's insanity was the aim stream, obviously.
Was that the one where he was like trying to do a handstand on stream while everyone was screaming in the background?
No, that's the one where he was live streaming, got like sort of accosted a little bit, and had his friend pull a gun on some people.
Oh my God! What was that one?
Yeah, like this was why his channel got deleted. So he was out live streaming with like you could play TTS and it would play through.
This was during his fucking IRL stream with Ethan Ralph. That's what it was.
I don't know if it wasn't with Ethan, it was with Failure.
Failure. Was Ethan gone by that point?
I think they'd fallen out because like Ethan had gone through his like whole being really drunk arc.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's
So like so basically these guys start accosting them, and Andy, like they corner them in a park kind of thing, and Andy does this thing where he's like telling, I believe the kid's name is Alex, to get his gun out that he's got, and Andy's just standing there going, "Stay back, stay back."
Oh my God! Is that what that was about?
Yeah.
He had a gun. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Alex, I believe Alex went to prison. Like, but the best, that's my recollection. But the best bit is when they're getting arrested by the police, the TTS is still playing, and the chat's just saying the N-word, and Andy looks at the camera and he goes, "Not now, guys." And it's just like the way it's fucking incredible.
Oh my God! I didn't know the context was the guy had a gun. I thought that Andy was just was trying to get a drunk guy away from him. No. I thought that's what it was.
No, he was.
That's fucking insane.
Well, let me.
That's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my fucking life. I'm losing my mind.
Let's let me read some of these super chats quickly before we get into this, because we've got a few things to go over. Letting Nerd Artist with the 5.
That, I'm gonna get a drink.
Perfect. That was a beautiful presentation, by the way. It's very impressive. Letting Nerd Artist with the 5. Anti-SJW Chaos will be back in the early 2010s. Yeah, taking a little trip down memory lane. I love a good lore stream. Anna with the 5. Petition for Lazy to be part of Internet Explorer's podcast, now with more PowerPoint presentations. That should be so good on Internet Explorers. Platinum Ether with the 3. Good news, we can be bees. We can live like a bee. We can live for 30 years. We can be pets. It's good news. Rain with the 5. David, middle name Ruben. Where's your report, young man? It's so fun. Oh, dude, Ruben was he still is such an asshole. Taylor with a 7. Andy Warski is so hot, I totally date him. Thank you from Andy Warski's girlfriend. How you doing? I didn't write you in the chat. Oh, you still won't talk to me. I'd love to sit down with Andy and just be like, bro. Andy's like a rags to riches to rags to riches to rags to riches story. It's fucking just insane. I love it so much. Have you heard Ruben's stand-up? It's so ass. I actually haven't. That's fucking... Wait, stand-up. What the fuck?
Dave Rubin used to be a comedian?
Yeah, we have... I don't know if you caught that. We do have Andy Warski's girlfriend in chat.
No fucking shit.
Yeah.
Are you kidding
No,
me?
genuinely.
This is the craziest stream of my life. I'm gonna... This is a good day to become an alcoholic.
True, right? Let you know, artist with the 5. Thumbs up. This descendly had a back to Aussie lad. She's only here because I told on you, Beckett. Yeah, like every time I do like a Twitter versus, like I'll read everyone's name normally until it comes to Liana, where I'm like, Andy Dworski's girlfriend says.
Oh my god. Dude, I didn't even know he was still dating. I thought that he lost his mind. I don't...
Yeah, he's like fully he's sort of like fully recovered now. He's like a bit normal-ish. Yeah, she said Andy Warski is so hot I'd totally date him. To
be fair, when I used to watch him back in the day, I used to think he was hot too. So I guess I can see the appeal.
I like there's like this one vivid memory I have of Andy, which like basically everyone else has forgotten, I think. Like he was going through some drama at the time. I can't remember what the fuck it was. This is before all the shit happened with Tonka and everything. And he was still working with Chris. It was when he was still making videos with Chris. It was before Warski Live. But he did this video where he poured gasoline on a bridge in real life and set it on fire to symbolize he was burning bridges with people. And it was such a weirdly cringy like thing to film yourself doing that I thought it was really funny. It's sort of just like vividly stuck in my memory forever.
Oh my god.
Do you know Homeboy
I don't
Edwin?
remember what... Yeah, Edwin
Okay.
Generations?
So yeah. Andy Warski's first YouTube channel was with Edwin.
No fucking shit.
Yeah, back in like really early 2010s. I'll try and dig it up and send it to you. It's like super early.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's before.
What?
Yeah, like okay. So let me find this. I don't know if you've ever seen this before. So Andy Warski started by making comedy videos.
Yeah, I do remember this.
And
he like made short films or something.
Yeah, and let me see if I can find this. I know I've got it somewhere. If my fucking hard drive will load stuff, that'd be great. Right, okay, there we go. It's this one. Open with. Well, I'm sure he told me that I've probably forgotten. Yeah, it's like, dude, Warski's lore is incredible. Lady Nerdhouse replied, Beckett missing out on the group chat chaos caused by Andy Warski's girlfriend. She abuses us. Yeah, I've left the group chat now, so I don't really see it much anymore. Right, okay. Let me just...
What, with these people in it?
Yeah, there's like a commentary hell one with like a load of people in it, including Liana. Okay, give me a second. Let me get this up. Hey, Kristen Ark, welcome in. Let me share screen to Discord.
What in the world is this? What is that? Oh my god. You have to understand that my stream is on a delay for 5 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna watch it over here anyway.
Yeah, let me just make sure I've got my stream.
What am I looking at?
If I were a hoe, even just for a day, I would spread my legs wide open, and with my vagina you could play. I would show you my tits. I know you want it.
Oh my god. What's happening? What is happening? Jesus Christ. Man. What? You know, I feel bad because this is like the equivalent of like... This is like the equivalent of watching somebody's like old like high school film class
I
project.
feel like this is the sort of video that you have on hand when you want to sort of like blackmail somebody.
This is the type of video that plays during a saw trap. This is the type of video that plays while you're trying to escape the reverse bear trap. As you're trying to rip this thing off your head, you just hear this in the background. Like,
Lady No Dance for the 5. Is it bad? At one point I was watching a Chris the Arc stream and I was like, damn, Nicholas Diorio lost weight. That is mean, but funny. Shell with a 5. Truly cursed content. Sure. And thank you guys for hitting the goal. Please enjoy this these stickers. Please enjoy these stickers. These stickers are great. I need to get chat up on screen. Like, which is ever more important considering I definitely just destroyed monetization on this stream after playing that. So that's
okay, so I'm stupid. What does it mean when we hit sticker goals? Where do you see that?
Oh, they're on stream. They're on stream.
Okay.
Stream.
Like in the chat. Oh, it's this thing. Oh, goal achieved. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
That's how chat earns their stickers. Rain with the 2. Now give us the Ruben stand-up. If someone messaged me the Ruben stand-up, I'll play it. What a bot from Barry. So true. Thank you for the 25 PLN. I don't know what PLN is, but thank you. I appreciate you. Let me reset that goal. Fuck. Okay.
I'm looking up what currency that is. PLN currency. Oh, it's Polish.
Oh, it's Polish? I love a bit of Polish currency. That's nice. It's nice to
It's $1, but like Polish currency, it's Zol. I'm not gonna pronounce that. I'm gonna offend the Polish.
That's fine. That's fine. That's understandable. So yeah, I mean, like Warski's history is like fucking incredible because he's like always slightly outside the zeitgeist. I'm fascinated. I want to know what happened to Chris Warski. I do actually know what his Twitter is. He is still around, but he like hides. He's secret.
I remember. I don't even remember what video it was. I think it was. I made a no bullshit video a long time ago, and both Failure and Chris ended up hitting me up in my Twitter DMs and he was like, hey, good video, and we talked about that for a little bit. But that was back when I was like 15, 16 years old, so they probably wouldn't remember it. Like, it's been a whole decade now. It's crazy.
Get all the
I'm old.
Dude, you're making me feel old. Get all the blood spots for the 5. I was on a stream with Andy Warski one time before Hype Break. Bro would literally let anybody on his shows, lol. Shit was crazy. Yeah, like, dude.
That's so true.
Dude, I miss the old days. Who was it? Was it Ghastly? Who was one of the first, like, PNG VTuber kind of people. Because he had, like, a whole setup where he was, like, a cartoon talking ghost.
I think I remember him, but I don't think I ever watched him, but I think I've heard of him.
Dude, it was such a weird time to be alive on the internet, I swear to God.
It was such a weird time to be raised in that time of the internet, because, like, dear Lord, the belief system I had at that time was fucking awful. And it was not helped by the fact that, like, my dad also consumed the same content I was consuming at the time, which was a mistake, because it just reinforced whatever closed-mindedness he had at that moment.
Yeah, that probably didn't help. No.
No! I'm surprised I got out! I got out by the grace of God.
So I mean,
now I can laugh at it.
Do you remember when Sargon got really political?
Yes, I do. I remember because I was following Count Dankula at the time, and he also got really political alongside him, and it was really, really funny.
My mum got blocked by Count Dankula.
What?
Yeah.
How?
So my mum in her 60s decided to create a Twitter account, not under her own name. So she wasn't posting as her name, famous author. She was posting just under a Twitter account with I think it had a picture of a frog. And she just like messed with people. So at one point she got accused by a Guardian journalist of mansplaining, which was she phoned me. She was like, Beckett, what does mansplaining mean? I've been accused by a Guardian journalist of mansplaining to her. I don't know what it means.
Oh my God.
And but she got blocked by Count Dankula because Dankula tweeted out something along the lines of, "There's one word that the establishment fears, Count Dankula," and she posted, "That's 2 words, idiot," and he blocks her.
That is something I would so do if I'm a 60-year-old just bored out of my mind. I'd be like, let me shoot the shit on Twitter like the good old days. Oh, your mom is so base for that. That's so funny.
Okay.
How does that get her blocked? Dear Lord, what a sensitive little pussy.
Yeah, I couldn't take him seriously after that. I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, dude, come on.
And now he's divorced, and we can laugh at. No, we can't laugh at divorce. That's not funny.
We can laugh at divorce. It's a little funny. Okay, so I have a treat for you.
I don't know. Oh, I have to watch stream. I know what I'm doing, guys. I
do have to watch stream.
I know how a computer works.
So,
I know how a computer works.
So, breakdown timeline-wise, Sargon has a debate with somebody named Richard Spencer, who is the man who coined the term alt-right. And
by the way, everybody, this is the actual literal Nazi. Holy fuck! That's the guy. In case you needed to know which category he was in, it's that one.
But this debate didn't go very well for the stepfather, not at all. Sadly, he smugly chuckled his way to defeat. And after that happened,
I hate his fucking laugh. I hate his fucking laugh. Oh my god, no!
After that happened, he kind of crashed out horrifically. It was oh
god,
it was not great, and he started the liberalist movement. He had a whole video, which I can no longer find, explaining what the liberalist movement was and why it was important that there was activism of some kind. He fought a lot with Metica, but they had a meetup, and this was filmed by Godwinson. And this is the footage from Sargon going to meet his fans for the first time. Yellow with 2, Sargon needs more dopamine. Don't worry, I've also got Sargon being interviewed on the by ITV.
Oh no! Oh, not the rape comment. Sheesh. Oh no. I mean, if you really want to get really depressing, you could look up his conversation with Amos Yee, and that would literally cause you to jump off the bridge.
It depends on the child comment.
Yes.
Dude, how'd you end up in a debate with a pedophile and logic braining yourself into depends on the child?
I don't. Dude.
Such an idiot.
Oh.
Okay. Let's have a look at Godwinson Investigate.
So I've managed to position myself right across the road from the beer hall punch that's going to be taking place. This is the first meeting of the liberalists in real life, and as we can see, the sort of enclave of people that have gathered are people you expect to be, well, living on the internet. As you can see, they very much stick out as fans of Sargon.
Actually, no.
I think that's just the guy with the red beard.
There's not really many people outside of the venue, but once Sargon gets here on his horse-drawn pumpkin carriage, hopefully there should be more buzz. So disgruntled members of the public are being turned away from B-Bar.
Oh, sorry, I've been asked, do you have the video of Sargon asking Ethan, Ralph, and Metica to try and get Trump to tweet Gamergate? Not to hand, but I can grab it, because that shit was very funny.
That was, oh my god. Wait, that was Sargon?
Yeah, that was his, it was his bold idea for Gamergate too. He phoned out, he was on the kill stream, and he was like, guys,
that was Sargon.
Guys, I've got
that was him. I thought that was Matt Jarbo.
No, Jarbo was also on the. No. That was the Boulder stream. That's when Keemstar sentenced him to 10 years of irrelevance on the internet.
No, but he did second it. He's like, yeah, let's make it happen. It'd be funny.
Oh yeah, he was like, oh yeah, he was tweeting about it, wasn't he? Fuck. I mean, it's interesting now.
He made a video about it.
Fuck, did he? Oh fuck, I think he did.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He went on. He was just like, yeah, this happened on the Ethan Ralph Kilb stream. Everyone thought it was really like ridiculous, and I thought it was too. But then I really thought about it. I'm just like, what would make the liberals so mad? For years, I have been fighting for ethics in ethics in gaming journalism. And he says it like 10 times. If you take a shot every time he says ethics in gaming journalism, you will die. And then he's just like, yeah, let's do it. Let's get Trump to say Gamergate 2020 whatever. It was the stupidest fucking thing you've ever seen.
I mean,
I think I remember it being in Cecil's video or something.
I quite liked. I mean, I think Jarbo peaked at Polly the Polar Bear.
What is that,
dude?
No.
So he got a little polar bear puppet, and then it did a word of the day video with it. And the word of the day was the N word.
I forgot. That is awful. No. Racism is not funny, chat. Unless you have a polar bear and you're sponsored by Coke, in which case it's hilarious. Rip Polly the polar bear. Really? I'm not...
Well, apparently he tweeted out like last year that his kid had been at like a toy store with him, and he'd brought like he was looking at things, and one of the things was actually the puppet that he'd used years ago, and he was like, "It's haunting me."
Hey, at least Matt Jarbo can kind of laugh at himself. That's like the only saving grace I'll give him. Maybe.
Yeah, he's got a lot better. He had a redemption arc where he moderated a debate between Metica and Nick Fuentes, which was
shit.
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, it was really good. And then like, oh no, it wasn't Nick Fuentes. That was Michael Alberto moderated that one. No, it was Ethan Ralph versus Metica, and Ethan Ralph is like crying that Metica doesn't want to be his dad, and then at the end, like they like Medica's finished like ruining Ralph's life, and Matt's like, "Can we talk?" And like Ralph's like, "No, I don't want to talk to you, Matt," and like runs away.
Oh my god, that's so funny. See, I mean, for all the shit that I disagree with on Metacuron's things, but I can just tell, like, he's one of the people that's an outlier in my presentation. That guy was just a troll. He didn't give a shit. Like, he really did not fucking care. Like, the only reason he associated with any of these people is because he thought it was funny. And he's just like, I can get content out of these fucking people. And you know what? I appreciate someone who's at least open about that than say somebody who's like, I genuinely care about the socio-political economic world I'm in. And it's like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, I think, like, so my pet theory is the Metica curse. Now, I think, much like the Sonotune medallion for Chris Chan, there is a Metica curse. Because if you look at everyone Metica has ever associated with, and like been on streams with and been friendly with, they become lolcows.
They die. They die.
Well, yeah, I mean, like,
they just...
Ethan Ralph, Rakita, Andy Warski, Sargon, V, Jarbo, Bates Alaska. The only person who's managed to escape the Metica curse is Keemstar.
That's crazy. Well,
and even he's got like his moments.
Some people still don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing with Keemstar is that he's so much of an established person in other communities that, like, because Medeker was somebody who like made lolcows out of people specifically in this niche, right? If he tried to expand outside of that, he really didn't have much of a shot, just because like everybody else has YouTube like connections up the wazoo, that it's just like, what's even the point? So let's pick on the people that have like that YouTube will not fucking touch, because that's easier. No one's gonna in the upper establishments of that is gonna protect him from that.
Do you know about Mersh?
Not saying that was intentional, but
do you know about Mersh?
About what?
There's a guy named Mersh. He's like kind of an alrighty streamer, but he hates Medica, and he's had like 2 streams, 2 like strokes on stream. Like, cause he's
2 strokes.
Yeah. He's like, he's like had, cause he like smokes like loads of weed, and like he's had like 2. He's like super unhealthy, but one of them he was like talking about something. I can't remember what the fuck it was, but he like blacks out mid conversation and like probably like strokes out. It's like, But he's like constantly like, oh, I can't wait for Medica to die, I'm gonna cover it. And everyone's like, every time he says this, like 2 weeks later, he'll have like a stroke on stream. So it's like an actual curse. It's not good. He had this whole thing where he was talking about how women police officers suck, and then started saying, he was like doing a segment on it, then he was like, female cop, shoot dog bad, cop, woman bad, gun bad. Oh. And it's like, dude, you're actually dying. What's going on?
Chat, let it be known, if anti-SJW content ever causes you to have a stroke, or if being in the community ever causes stroke-like tendencies, if you are smelling toast right now and you're not making toast, please hang it up. Please call somebody. Go outside. Anyway.
Cora, the end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is loading, never, it's never the end. Sure. Okay, let's have a watch of this. This is fucking great.
Back to the liberalist spear hall.
The disappointment is palpable. There is in fact a velvet curtain over the door of V-Bar, stopping non-liberalists from entering. And let's remind ourselves of those liberalists. They're forming in number. There appears to be a few people just outside, staff, organisers of the event when this bus leaves, and they seem to be just wondering, where the hell is Sargon? Right, so we're on the trail of Sargon. So Sargon's just walked past me, and we are heading down here. He's just gone into this.
It's like hiding from Sargon.
I don't know what the fuck this is filmed on, but...
There we go. The Lord cometh. His people await. Sargon are back. King of the liberalists. Oh, he appears to be entering the pub that I'm in.
So short. Am I crazy?
No.
Right, so Sargon's just walked past his people, but he doesn't want to arrive before there's...
So they're all waiting for him, and Sargon like sees him in a crowd and is like, I think I'll just take a walk around the block, give myself a minute.
Dude. Am I crazy? Does he look short, or is this guy just like freakishly tall or something?
No, I think Sargon. Listen, Sargon is. There's no way Sargon's tall. Look, don't get me wrong. I'm not super tall. I'm just under 6 foot. So like, I'm not like
just under.
Just under. Well, I'm like 5'10".
Okay, that's that's taller than like most people I know.
Really? I think that's like just like average height, isn't it?
Well, I mean, 5'10" is nearing 6 foot. I don't know. That's about like the size of maybe my uncle or something.
See, all my friends are like 6'2", 6'3". So like at my like friends' wedding photos, all the groomsmen, like my mate's like 6'2", and then it goes up from there, and I just look like a hobbit. I look like I'm about to take the ring to Mordor. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
Oh my god. And you know what's so funny about this whole like liberalist thing? Like, these people back in the day legitimately thought that they were starting like a political like revolutionist movement or some shit. Like, it's like y'all are just like fucking internet weirdos that like make commentary videos. What the fuck are you talking about? The liberalist movement. Bro, you're not like Charles Marx making Marxism for the first time. This is
They were changing the world,
and
lately.
Especially if you want to be like, no, I refuse to believe that. Who asked? What the fuck? Is lazy bedhead a Smurf, dude? No, I'm an elf. Clearly, I'm the Keebler elf. Do you not see this? Do you not see my little ears? Clearly, I'm going for something.
Mailman with the 5. We are finally bees. So true. We can be bees.
Yeah, we are finally bees. Well, also, what's so weird about Sargon, like, maybe this is just me misremembering this, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but Sargon used to make a lot of commentary, like political commentary on stuff that's going on in America.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of these people would do, even when they're not from America. They'll be like, let's talk about American politics. I think the only person that actually genuinely spoke about, like, maybe British politics was Count Dankula. But even then, he wasn't, like, he tried his hand at, like, fucking politics just because he got into a fucking lawsuit over his dog video. Like, that's the only thing that got him into that. And then it didn't go well,
and he got fined.
Yeah, that was stupid, and I agree that was stupid, but it's like some people will take something that was really dumb and stupid, and they'll move on with their lives, or they'll become Count Dankula and they'll get divorced. I don't know why this ends up being like the two paths of somebody who's wronged by their government. I don't get it.
How many goals to see chat in the fishbowl again? I can play the fishbowl video on the next goal if you like. Someone.
What is the fishbowl?
Someone did an animation of me doing, like, you know, the SNL skit where it's like a Dateline parody, where it's like I saw a hand on the shore and it's like, oh, did you slap him 5? No, it was a dead hand. And it was like someone did an animation of that, but chat's in a bowl like a rabid fucking animal. It's like a fish bowl. I don't know why they did it. It's really funny.
Yeah, I don't know, chat. I don't watch SNL. I'm sorry. I watch real comedy, like anti-SJW content. This is where the real shit is.
I mean, so like, I love this video just because Sargon is like wandering around the building while Godwinson basically like stalks him. But obviously, it's nothing compared to this. Are you ready? Are you ready to watch?
I'm so ready. Oh my god. This is like the closest I think anti-SJWism came to like being on a television outside of maybe Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, oh god, do you remember the Jordan Peterson Kathy Newman interview on Channel 4?
Yes.
Where she ends up looking like a complete fucking idiot. Like
Yes. She was trying her best, man. She just wanted to understand what the fuck what is a neo-Marxist. Like, like, honestly, if I were her, I'd probably look stupid too, because I don't know what the fuck this guy's saying either.
I loved the response from American commentators who were like, oh, is this the state of British journalism? And everyone in Britain was like, yeah, it's Channel 4, it's Kathy Newman, of course it is. What do you mean?
My god.
I actually, fuck, one of the funniest things was there's a conservative commentator in the UK called Andrew Nielsen. And he interviewed Ben Shapiro, and Ben Shapiro has no idea who he is. Nielsen's like right wing. And
I think I do remember this, yeah.
And like Shapiro like flies off the handle and starts accusing him of being a leftist, and Nielsen's just like, I don't think you know who you're talking to, and you look ridiculous.
They always do. Beckett, crazy lore drop. I've seen Jordan Peterson like live on stage when he was on tour.
Wait, really?
Yes, there is a video clip where he's answering questions. He was at a Detroit thing. I don't remember which hosting spot it was in Detroit, but it's a video and he's answering a question from a 17-year-old girl who asked this question. That was me. That was my question.
Wait, really?
I have to find the video again.
You have to.
Yep,
send me
I have
that.
to find the video again.
You have to send me that.
That was me and my dad in the like up in the rafters. It was. At the time, I'm like, oh my god, he answered my question. But now looking back, I'm like, oh my god, this guy is insane. Yep, that was me, everybody. You're probably wondering how I got to this point. Record scratch, play the music. That's what my fucking Jordan Peterson video is gonna be. That's what it's gonna be.
Dude, you have to include that if you do a Jordan video. 100 answer with 2.
I will. I have to.
Beckett being benevolent, truly a miracle. Well, I try. Chris is trying to get me to view a tweet. I'm not going to play it on stream. I know what it is. I've already seen it. It is very funny. So, Tipster's stalker. Tipster has a stalker. He met Bo Blacks recently, and
okay.
And he then made a video talking about Tipster, and he's been covered a lot. And he attempted to kill himself today by walking into traffic and got arrested.
Why are all these people who get so mad at other people so bad at killing themselves? Can we talk about that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's really insensitive. I'm really sorry.
Really,
like,
it's nice. It's nice to find out that, like, I mean, it'll be nice for chat. Like, chat's like, oh, Lacey's based. Interesting.
Ow! Ow! Chat, don't kill yourself, because if you fuck up, it'll hurt really bad.
Nate with the 5. So smug bashing anti-SJWs when during the time you had Owen Jones and Kate Smith were running around and David Lammy was prominent. Cheers from USA. I mean, true. We still have Owen Jones and we can't get rid of the fucking annoying twat. Owen Jones is unironically insufferable. Owen, dude.
Owen Benjamin? I'm just kidding. I don't know, it's a different person.
No, he's like, Owen Jones is like a leftist, but he's like the most insufferable champagne socialist possible. It's like they make them in a lab. I mean, some of the like UK leftists who ended up on the news and things were just like fucking unbelievably annoying. But I'll send you the lumpy tweet afterwards. I don't want to play it on stream. Because I know after all the bonk stuff, I know it'll get. You're laughing at suicide, and I'm like, I just don't want to deal with it right now. I laughed quietly to myself.
On anybody.
Also,
we wish death on no person.
Dude, I want Otter to be fine and make more fucking content. Tips with Stalkers, hilarious. Okay, let's have a quick look at this interview.
The Brexit Party, SNP, Plaid Cymru, Change UK, and the Green Party onto the show to discuss their policies. Which
you know my mum lazy. I can game end if I wanna. Jesus, Rain.
We invited you on after we interviewed, as you know, the Labour MP Jess Phillips last week. I want to ask you, why did you decide to choose rape when talking about Jess Phillips?
I'm interested in why you're deliberately
Oh my god. You know what? His eyes look inhuman. Why does he look like an animatronic? I don't understand. When he blinks, it like folds in on itself. Oh my god.
misrepresenting what's happened. Have you seen the video in question?
Of course, yes.
Right, and how would you describe that video?
Why did you decide to choose rape?
It's very important because you've been lying about me and I've been attacked in the street because of your lies. So this is genuinely important.
I've never lied about you, and you're here today.
A lie by omission is still a lie, and in your last segment about me with Jess Phillips, you did not mention that this was a comedy video.
Talk us through that thought process. Why rape?
It's a joke.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Did he say it was a comedy video?
Yeah.
He was on stage answering questions from reporters. What the fuck are you talking about? You didn't do like sketch comedy. You were trying to advocate for UKIP. What the fuck are you on about?
Well,
what?
Wasn't it? No, there wasn't this like because it was something he said in a political video before all this, before he'd even run for UKIP, where he said that he wouldn't even rape her. But like Sargon saying that it's a comedy video is a bit of a fucking stretch. I mean, only in the sense that Sargon's a complete fucking clown. Like
also he doesn't. Well, and not in the type of clown that we laugh with him. We laugh at him. So like, I guess if the comedy is that he's fucking stupid and that he just makes himself the laughing stock of the UK. Sure, yeah, it's a funny ass comedy bit.
His core content was This Week in Stupid, I think that was what it was called, and he'd pull a load of SJW articles and read them and be like, haha, aren't black women silly?
Well, when you put it like that, Beckett.
Do you remember Frankie? Do you remember Frankie from MTV? She like fought with Andy Warski a lot.
Oh god, do I remember this person? Oh god.
Let me see if I can find it.
Come on. My memory bank is just fucking destroyed at this point. I don't. Oh, no, I thought. Okay.
He. Andy Warski. Let's see if I can find out. Does it still exist anymore?
Oh,
What the fuck is this? I've never seen this before. What is this?
Head clutches, Salt Poppy. Oh yeah, this is like his second like boxing thing that actually did happen. Yeah, he had a boxing match where he was gonna fight the wheelchair guy.
Yeah,
The
Tonkasaw.
fucking
Tonkasaw.
Tonkasaw. That didn't happen, and then he actually did have a boxing match with Salt Poppy like later. But
Oh, dude.
yeah, no, that's
like...
a crazy face off too, because like he looks like I don't even know what happened within the last few years or whatever the hell, but like
He looks
he
good.
just got bulkier.
I mean, Andy,
you know?
Andy looks good.
know what
Andy
the
looks
fuck
good these days. He's gone from sort of like scrawny
Yay.
little thing to like I will fight anyone and everything that exists on the planet.
Meth head to clean, we love that. That's the best arc ever. Meth head to clean, we love that. Oh, God.
Dude, I mean,
Anyway,
this is
Sargon, yay.
this is just like I love watching him try to debate, bro, journalist.
This is the best. This is the best pause ever. By the way, just his hand just. That's a reaction image. That's what's the reaction image I'm gonna use.
Anime name I can't say with the 5. Sargon never took my order. Instead, he kept talking about lock, feminists, boy fucking, and something about Jess Phillips. Where's Applebee's waiter? So
Where's
true.
Applebee's waiter? Oh my God.
Dude.
Oh, that's great.
You could have chosen any number of things.
I did. And if you could describe the video, it was a 4-minute blooper reel video of comedy.
Feminist approach, but you chose rape, and I'm really interested to find out why.
It's honestly part of a long meta joke about the way that the media is bullying Jess Phillips with jokes I made that she never saw.
Why rape, though?
I've just explained it to you. It's a joke about you.
Yeah, why?
It's not a joke about her.
Why did you choose that subject with all the violence and intimidation?
That's the subject that Jess Phillips brings
and degradation
up.
that involves.
Jess Phillips brings this up all the time. I mean, do you know the context of the original tweet that, again, she didn't see you guys put in her face? Do you know that?
Of course.
From
what kind of an individual makes light of sexual violence and attaches a woman's name to it?
Again, someone who's telling a joke, but this is the point I'm trying to make. You are misrepresenting what has happened.
An individual that might end up, if elected, representing victims of rape in the southwest region of the country.
Yes, and I spoke to a victim of rape very recently, and in one of the street interviews that I've been doing, she thanked me for being able to take the power back from such a terrible experience by owning it herself and being...
You don't understand, guys. The rape victim thanked me. Bro, like...
That's really his argument?
Yeah.
Like, guys, it's okay. The rape victim thought it was funny. It was fine.
Bro, I can't...
What in the world are we talking about? This is... Oh my God.
I don't know why he went on the TV interview. I don't understand. I don't understand why he'd do this to himself. Like,
how bad he doubled down. That's crazy. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. All the memories are flooding back, and I'm starting to feel ill. I'm starting to feel ill. Good Lord.
Oh, bro.
Being able to make jokes about the subject, it doesn't control her. And this is the thing that I'm very concerned about. Like, Jess Phillips said this was some kind of coercive control. Well, not by me. She hasn't seen the video. She didn't even see the original tweet.
Jess Phillips says it's harassment.
Yeah, but by journalists.
Told us you are harassing her.
By journalists.
She feels harassed by what you have said.
She didn't see anything that I said. It's journalists like you who put that in front of her face. You're the ones coercively controlling her by making sure she can't get away from it. I've never sent any of that to Jess Phillips. You had to find it. This is tabloid journalism that you have found and put in her face to outrage her.
YouTube have taken down your video. West Midlands Police are investigating to see if an offence has taken place. Could I ask you a really personal question?
Sure.
Have you been raped?
I've been sexually assaulted.
I can't believe you actually asked.
Damn. Wow. So this is what I'm confused by, and I guess you can key me in because it's been fucking 5 years, half a decade. He's saying that, like, she's getting mad over something she didn't see that you're shoving in her face. Okay, then she saw it.
Yeah.
Am I getting that wrong? Like, he keeps saying, oh, she didn't see this. She doesn't know the full context. It's people like you that keep shoving it in her face. Well, if they're shoving it in her face, that means she saw it. What are you talking about? Is your argument that, like, she doesn't have the full context? Because she's giving you an opportunity to explain the full context, and the full context you gave is bad. It's bad. This is... I'm going insane.
It's one of these where,
I'm
like...
going crazy.
I mean, it's a really weird one. Because what happened with Sargon was... I could have sworn he made this joke on Twitter. Where he was like...
well, that's why he's saying it happened. He's like, she never even saw the tweet.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's like... and it was just... I mean, to be fair to Sargon, it is like, he wasn't like... He didn't make a rape threat. What he said was, I wouldn't even rape her. And this got... And to be fair to him, this did get spun into Sargon of Akkad makes rape jokes about a politician. And it's like... When he made this joke and he's just like an anti-SJW person, it's probably like, it's just, what's the way to put this? An expected joke, right? It's about Jess Phillips. The problem is that he tried to go into fucking politics. Count Dankula had the same fucking problem, where it's like, you guys are edgy right-wing commentators. What are you doing? How did you think this was going to go? How did you think the, like, media was going to react to you? And rather than just giving the...
Class, remember the presentation. Remember the presentation. These people cannot debate for the life of them. It was all a lie.
Yeah, and it's rather than just giving the simple, like, politics answer, which is... It's a thing I said on Twitter while I was sort of making more sort of edgy content. And I obviously... When obviously I wouldn't stand by those comments today, and you know, I respect Jess Phillips. He's like, nope, the media is driving a narrative to destroy this country, and actually the media is harassing Jess Phillips. Now, like, part of this is Jess Phillips is a fairly hated figure in the UK. I think it's fair to say, like, a lot of people don't like Jess Phillips. She's a very, very controversial politician. She recently She recently, in the last election, her acceptance speech was basically, we have been harassed throughout this entire campaign by sexist, misogynistic attacks to try and, like, destroy us and me and my staff. It was not a normal acceptance speech for for a country-winning Labour election.
It's like the equivalent of like any like acceptance speech that Trump gives. You know, we've been violently attacked by these left-wing Marxists, these crazy Democrats. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So except the opposite. It was a little bit problematic for Jess Phillips. She comes from, I've forgotten which constituency it is, but she's up in the north, and she's got a very large Muslim population in her constituency. Who are also quite extreme. And she's had a couple of controversies in her area, and she's a Labour politician. She's left wing. But she's had controversies over, like, her constituency had a load of protests in front of schools by the Muslim community who wanted to ban LGBT education in the schools. And when the last election happened, she was actually harassed because of Israel-Palestine, because Labour was, like, pro-Israel. So she definitely has been harassed, but she can't say that because that would be racist, which is kind of why everyone was like, well, what the fuck are you doing? And it's stuff like this with Jess Phillips. She sort of plays both sides. She won't talk about any of the actual problems that her area has, but she will call it misogyny, and it's like, okay, well, you kind of can't have it both ways. But
yeah, you can't play buzzwords in moral high horse when you won't even address, like, a genocide that's happening right now. Like, girl,
yeah, it was
don't go in the kitchen if you can't handle getting burnt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, Phillips has her own issues, but I think Sargon thought that because he was taken seriously as a political commentator, he'd be able to sort of, like, leverage that, much like Cenk Uygur did, and a few other people have done on the left.
Oh, yeah.
But the truth is, like...
Well, the thing is...
Dude, being in the online world completely taints you from, like, normal public life. Let's be fair.
I mean, he what he's trying to do in this is he's trying to debate bro the ethics of being an edgelord on the internet while trying to be a politician. And it's like, sure, you could argue from a free speech perspective, like people are going to say what they're going to say. You can't control what everyone does. That's just like the position I'm in, where I'm just like, yeah, Beckett says some things I don't agree with, but he's a grown-ass man. I don't know what the fuck you want me to do. He could have just said, like, you know, shit I say on Twitter, I can either not stand by it, but like, I'm an adult.
Yeah, I mean,
what
like, I'll defend Sargon's right to make a rape joke. I just wouldn't vote for him. Do you know what I mean? Like,
and that's the thing. That's what people don't understand is that, like, yeah, there are with freedom of speech, of course. It's like, yeah, you have the right to say whatever you want. That doesn't mean that you're barred from consequences. Sure, I will support your right to, like, be an asshole. But if someone's gonna punch you in the face because then be like, stop being an asshole, I'm not gonna be like, hey, you shouldn't have done that. I'm like, well, that's kind of what you get for being an asshole. But, you know, do you, I guess. Like, be whatever the fuck you want. But just know that people are not going to be nice back to you if that's the case. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, sure, Sargon has the right to be an edgelord fucking dumb fuck on the internet if he wants to. But also, he is a man with 2 kids and probably should just hang out with his wife every once in a while and stop doing cocaine. That is the ultimate lesson in all of this, is that you shouldn't do coke. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't do drugs. I am going to be Nancy Reagan for a second. Please don't do that.
I just can't believe that all of this sort of like spun out the fact that he lost a debate with Richard Spencer. Like, it's so crazy to me.
I can't believe that either. This is the craziest fucking thing ever.
I mean, it's just like, I imagine getting so upset that you've like had a bad showing on a stream that you pivot your entire fucking career into becoming whatever the fuck Sargon is now.
Yeah, like, and it was, I guess I understand why he got embarrassed, because it's not very hard to debunk Richard Spencer. He is a self-admitted alt-right neo-Nazi. Like, it wouldn't be hard, but because Sargon is so edgy, I love making I'm a Nazi, love Hitler jokes, he can't properly debate Sargon, or he can't properly debate Richard Spencer, because a lot of the ways he acts online validates Richard Spencer in a way.
Well, it's
and
also,
it's not validating
I think
his
it's also
ideology, it's just like...
Well, I think he just didn't, like, the debate's really weird. For those of you, I am guessing most of the people watching never saw this debate. It's a really weird one. Like, God. Sargon, for example, brings up, oh, well, you know, what about, how are the economics going to work in an ethno-state? And Richard's like, Sargon, no one cares about economics. No one cares about economics, Sargon. We don't even need to talk about it. It's like, everyone cares about economics. It's like highest driving factor in all elections is economic. This is very well supported. And Sargon sort of just accepts this and lets Spencer control the conversation. And it's like Spencer will say things that are crazy. Like he wanted, I think at one point in the debate, Spencer says that he wants to set aside a state in the US just for black people. They can have their own state. And like that, he's like, I'm not racist.
So easy.
I'm not racist. I believe black people should also have their own ethno state and be equal to us but separate. And I'm just like, this is fucking crazy. How is this going on? How is this happening?
Equal.
Like, what are
Jesus
you going?
Christ.
What is going?
He is dangling keys currently in front of Sargon's face. He is like jingle jingle. Jingle jingle, and he's not taking it. He's just not. How do you? This is God.
Wait till the 70s to do hard drugs. True. Thank you for the show.
You're already, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Sargon's out here saying edgy rape jokes like this, right? And then you get on a debate with Richard Spencer. This is the equivalent of you never make a Nazi joke with a crowd full of neo-Nazis, because they're gonna find it funny because they're like, oh, it's funny because it's true. That's the whole it's like a know your audience kind of thing. It's just like Sargon can't be the one that's debating Richard Spencer because he says too much edgy shit that would validate Richard Spencer. And when he hears Sargon make an edgy joke about something, he'll be like, it's funny because he thinks I'm right. And it's like, no, like that's why the debate was so bad. And I think Sargon went into politics purely because he was just like, I need to have credibility. This debate makes my credibility look bad. So he decides to go out into the real world, into real world politics, but because he's an edgelord on the internet, he doesn't know how to debate these things because he's never taken a civics class once. None of these people know how to take civics classes.
Well, I mean, he read Locke. He read Locke one time and then just talked about it endlessly. But no.
He's too busy making his what? Star Trek. Bleh. Yeah.
Have you? Do you remember? Do you remember Teal Deer?
Yes, I do. I do remember Teal Deer. Oh, good lord.
Do you know he's back? Yeah, he's back.
What? Oh,
2 months ago.
My God.
White guilt is over. I'm glad to hear that.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I like. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what I like to call the doubling, tripling down, where you just continue to make this content even when it's no longer fucking relevant anymore. Teal Deer, everybody. What the fuck? Oh, this is from 10 years ago. I was gonna say, why is he still making Onision content? And I didn't see it was from 10 years ago. I was gonna lose my fucking mind.
Have you seen Eric versus Sargon response? Yes! Anime name I can't say. Thank you for the 2. Hold on, let's have a quick look at this. Lacey Green doesn't understand Halloween.
Neither do I, honestly.
What is that? Everything is problematic when you have absolutely no idea what the hell you are talking about. Yes, indeed, this means that we can only be dealing with one possible person. Off you go, Lacey.
It's that time of the year again. I'm so ready for spooky stuff like horror movies and cavities, but maybe not so ready for the horrors of sexism and racism.
And I'm not.
Literally every anti-SJW guy was like, I hate Lacey.
It was...
But I so would.
Oh my God, it's always Lacey Green. It's always Riley Dennis, Lacey Green, Francesca Ramsey, the
there we go. You just said the name I was trying to remind you of earlier. It was Frankie. Francesca Ramsey.
Huh? Francesca Ramsey?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were talking about the trans kid who the little blonde.
Well, we were talking about them as well, but yeah, it's like Francesca Ramsey from MTV.
I don't remember their name. Francesca Ramsey. Fucking Anita Sarkeesian. It's always these people. It was always the same number of people. It's crazy.
Do you remember when Lacey got together with Chris Reagan?
I do remember that. Yeah, that was crazy.
That's so weird.
I feel like that was like people's like I think that began the fracture. That had to have been the beginning of the end. That
yeah,
it wasn't
a good sign.
Well, actually, well, to be fair, I don't know, they were together for a really long time, I think. So like, I mean, it worked out in the meantime.
Yeah, I kind of like Lacey. I will admit, I kind of would like Lacey. I will admit. I think.
No, she's enjoyable. I just think that people like. And that's the thing with this community is that half of these people are just like, oh, these people are fucking stupid. But then they would secretly be like, secretly though I would. And Chris Reagan was the only person that would be like, would, actually, I did. That's the crazy thing. Oh,
bro.
That's funny.
Speaking of crazy women who I actually wouldn't, fucking Rage After Storm. Do you remember Rage After Storm?
Dude, I think Rage After Storm was the moment that it broke me that I'm like, I can't fucking do this anymore.
I was the same. Rage After Storm was my breaking point.
Oh my God, bestie!
It was her video. It was her video after the I think it was a terrorist attack in London. And she made this video where she was like, there was a Muslim woman walking past like the scene where it happened like 2 days later, and she was like, look at this Muslim woman wearing her hijab, refusing to take it off in the scene where her religion has done it. And I was like, bro, this is such blatant Islamophobia. Like, now, listen, I don't like Islamophobia as a word because I think it is far overused.
It was
but
Milo
I was like,
Stewart. Thank you. Oh my God. Milo Stewart, that's what it was. Thank you. Oh my God.
Dude, hold on.
Dude, what was it? It was her video about what race realism was, and no bullshit explaining that she's probably right about this. That made me go, wait a minute, that's really not right. This doesn't feel right. And I'm just like, I have to like deconstruct. This is so bad. I need to get out. Like the aversion to it was like
yeah, like the
wow. Oh my god.
We'll watch some Rage After Storm. But like what I loved about Rage After Storm's videos was they'd always start as anti-feminist videos, and then they'd turn into like this one particular where she's like, look at this insane feminist in Australia, and it's like this Muslim woman in Australia on a comedy on like a panel show, like talking about politics. And what Rage does is she was like, listen to these takes about feminism. Oh, I hate feminists. And then she said something about like equality. And she's like, do you know that's crazy because Islam doesn't believe in equality? Do you know what they do believe in? The Great Replacement. And like goes from talking about feminism to bringing up the stats for the Great Replacement. And it's so smooth. You barely notice her doing it. But she's like, it's like Rage was really interesting because she was so obviously pushing like a really extreme white nationalist agenda through the lens of anti-SJW content, and it was the most I mean, for the time, it's like it's about as subtle as a sledgehammer, but for this community it was actually really subtle in comparison. It was you know, H-Bomb like responded to her in a video.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
it's in his it's in his Skeptic video. He talks about her stuff.
Yeah, he was like on the opposite end of like anti-SJWs versus like it was always like that, and like H-Bomb was kind of in there, but like people wouldn't respond to him because he was like actually smart. Like,
well, there's a long like, theory actually that people were kind of scared of H-Bomb because H-Bomb was part of Something Awful and Metica. So
what?
Yeah, did you not know this? So Jim and H-Bomb used to do a show together.
Oh my fucking god, are you kidding me?
Yeah, no, seriously. It was called oh fuck, I've forgotten the name of it. But basically it was a show taking the piss out of furries. It was like a stream, like Retso Prey kind of thing. So they just watched like a video on furries and like rip the shit out of them. But yeah, like so it was Jim, Haberman, H-Bomb, and Let's Make This Epic. Were like kind of like the like four main people, or close people in the Metica site.
That's crazy. That is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. I cannot imagine those same people sitting in a room. That's so insane.
Yeah, so it's really interesting with those four because they're kind of like the perfect examples of like what kind of happened with old troll culture. Each of them like embodies something. This is so gay that I'm about to say this, but it's true. So Haberman becomes LGBT and like tries to wipe his existence from the internet, and in doing so basically Streisand's himself through Metica, like Jim, into like having a legacy that he's never interacted with. Jim just stays a troll and basically carries on doing the same thing. H-Bomb uses exactly the same tactics as Metica. If you like watch the way H-Bomb works, he is still a troll. He does exactly the same shit. He's just very left wing. And then Let's Make This Epic just vanished from the internet without anybody even remembering him. So it's like the four kind of like horsemen of internet apocalypses are like all embodied within the kind of like core Metica group, which I think is really fascinating.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Also, goal.
We hit the goal.
We did it.
We hit the goal. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry. There we go. Please enjoy the sticker. I am proud of you. Remember Armored Skeptic, smarmy David Rubin appearance talking about his shoe romance. I think Brittany Simon broke them up shortly after. So do you know the do you know the lore for Armored Skeptic and Seanhead?
I think my brain just broke with whatever the fuck this person, Nate with the 5, just put in the fucking chat. What do you mean what are we talking about?
Yeah, okay. So Armored Skeptic and Shuon had dated for ages, okay?
Oh yeah, I remember this, yeah.
And they broke up because Shu wanted to get married. And, like, Armored Skeptic, like, bought her a house or something on the border, but would never, like, move in with her. And then he broke up with her and started dating a trans woman.
Wow. Huh. Interesting.
I did promise fishbowl in the goal, though. That is true. Yeah, like...
Did you?
I did. Let me get the animation up.
Fishbowl.
But interestingly... Also,
didn't like Armored Skeptic propose to her, didn't he?
They were engaged,
like,
but they were never like going to get married.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's great. That was a shut up ring if I've ever seen one. No offense, but yeah.
Okay, let me play this. Play this for chat.
Oh my god.
Just walking along the lake one morning, and I saw something.
Glump shitto.
Ah. Was it Wilson the volleyball?
No, it was an arm.
Ah. Did you slap your 5?
No, it was a dead arm from a dead body.
Oh, that's terrible.
You seem kind of psyched.
That's such a good animation.
The guy in the pool.
I just love how happy. Dude.
Oh, that's terrible.
You can so second.
Aww.
That's legitimately what chat's like.
Communities. That's so. Oh god.
I found a Milo video.
Yay! I love
referring to
Milo
someone
Stewart.
using the binary pronouns they prefer. You are not gendering someone as feminine or masculine and are instead putting them in a category outside of the binary of gender.
This isn't even like their most
Milo,
popular
listen.
one.
Milo, listen, I'm just trying to be safe, okay? I just don't know. I'm just trying to make it work out. Please don't hurt me. Oh, well, to be fair, I mean, I can't believe this video. I remember when they made the I Survived anti-SJW YouTube, and then they made like a video where they're like, they had to apologize for comments that was made by that one black guy. Oh, what was his fucking name? I think Elvis the Alien made a video about him, actually. Gazi Kozo, I think that's what it was, if you remember him.
Oh, fuck, yeah, I think so.
Milo had to make an apology video because, like, they were very much aligned with Gazi Kozo. I think they were, like, recommended a couple of videos from Gazi or something. They did a collab, and then they were just like, yeah, no, that guy was crazy. I'm sorry for that. Because I think what ended up happening was that, like, he went so far. You know what? When people say you go so far left, you end up right. That's kind of what happened with Gazi Kozo. It was, like, one of those things where they were so, you know, left-leaning, like, all white people racist, they all need to be slaves to the black people, something. I don't remember exactly what he said, so that's probably all wrong. But, no, it was crazy, because, like, they kind of self-reflect and be like, a lot of my videos are probably using a broad brush to label certain people, and that was probably bad, and I'm sorry for that. And a lot of people, I think, from the anti-SJW sphere, the ones that, like, were never truly, like, right-leaning, they were just, like, leftists who were just disgruntled. They're like, oh, okay. And then everybody else is just like, nah, trans people are groomers bad. So they got two completely different reactions at the time when they decided it. A lot of people saw that as Milo taking the red pill like Lazy Green. That wasn't really it. It was just more so like a lot of the videos they made is when they were like very young. Like they were like teenagers. And then by the time that they started HRT, they were like, I think at that point 18, 19, and that's when they started really kind of self-reflecting on like content they made in the past, like the all white people are racist, all people are Islamophobic, whatever that may have been, and going, you know, that might have been too overgeneralizing. I probably went too far. So that's what happened to Milo Stewart, and I don't know if they make content anymore, but I hope they're doing well. You know, I can't imagine being like the constant punching bag for the anti-SJW sphere. That's got to be insane. I don't know what you would even do at that point. You know what I mean?
I mean, they must be like pretty fucking. Well, funnily enough, hold on. 4 years ago, I survived anti-SJW YouTube. Sitting a diver with a 50 Swedish crowns, South Africa, India, Australia, where will our protagonist strike next? Wherever the crown sends me.
Videos have slowed down since 2016, but the biggest change for me is that I have built up my sense of self-worth that is not going to be crumbled by LARPing white nationalists. Okay, whew. Hi all, it's Milo. It is frustrating and deeply saddening that my experiences of facing an online harassment campaign around 2016 are still relevant to conversations taking place on this platform around creator responsibility. In the 5 years since that harassment started, small trans creators have remained the targets of reaction videos that target trans people for their appearance and identities under the ruse of making a political argument.
You hear that, Chud Logic? You're part of the problem.
Well, I mean, they're not necessarily wrong. I mean,
No,
Milo
they're not.
was like the blueprint of people with the T voice. If you remember, Calvin Guerra made that argument, like, oh God, these fucking female to male trans people have the T voice. I hope to God, pray to God, I don't get the T voice kind of thing. And they would always point to Milo Stewart. Always. That's my alarm, isn't it? It is. Drugs.
Gotta shout drugs.
I need to take my drugs. Where did I put them? Son of a bitch. Hold on.
While Lazy is taking drugs, like a complete degenerate. How we doing, chat? How we doing? This is nice. I love a good lore stream. Nice. I remember when I did lore streams like 6 months ago, and like 50 of you turned up. It's a nice change. Shout louder, so true. Hey Scotty, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing, guys? How you doing, guys? Fuck me. Bro, this is such a weird trip down memory lane.
To be fair, I should have prepped that better, but never mind. Crashing out. I did. Gotta take her crazy pill. Yeah, it's the baby go away pills. So, but I should have prepped that better because I was supposed to take that right at 8, and then I don't even know what time it is. I think I had a reasonable amount of giveaway, so it's whatever. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I think you're fine. Speaking of people who are not fine.
It's whatever. Oh, my favorite guy! Actually, not my favorite guy. I got in a Twitter fight with this guy. I don't even remember what it was about, and then he blocked me like a pussy!
Ray with the 5. I'm so glad we've passed the Calvin Guerra era. Bastard set my self-acceptance back 5 years. God.
Aww, that's so sad. I hate that man. I'm kidding. This is crazy. Is he still making content to this day?
No, his last thing he put out was like, I think he might have started a new channel, but his last thing here is like 3 years ago.
Wow.
But yeah.
Oh my God. What was it? I think Battening made a video about this guy where he said if you were to ask an SJW to make an anti-SJW account parody, it would be no bullshit. And I'm like, absolutely.
Yeah, that is so
That's
true.
absolutely what it was.
That is so
it's
true.
So crazy. Oh my God, vegan gains. That's crazy. Oh my God. I remember when you talked about
Rebel Media. Do you remember Rebel Media?
I've seen this face before. Where have I seen that face before?
Oh, dude, I forgot his name.
I also, isn't he like a right-wing guy or something?
Yeah.
Who is this
he
man?
also like
I don't remember.
Like he had a crash out a few years ago where his like face was super red and he's clearly like on something.
Oh my God. This was the guy that like convinced me that what JonTron said wasn't actually that bad. And then I watched the Destiny stream again without his commentary. I'm like, oh, that was actually really fucking bad, actually. What the fuck was I thinking? That's crazy.
Oh, Gavin McGuinness. There we go. Apparently
Ethan
shoved a
McGinnis,
dildo up his
wait.
ass to own the libs or something.
What? What?
Actually, I've just remembered somebody else. Do you remember Millennial Woes?
I believe so. I got
He was
her
like-
and like
he
Rage
was-
After Storm confused a lot.
He was the
I don't even
Scottish
know
guy.
why.
He was the Scottish guy. He was
Millennial Woes.
he got like banned because he was like super fucking crazy. Dude.
I think I've heard of him, but I don't really remember his lore all too much. His channel's gone though. Like,
Oh
it's
yeah, he
nowhere.
got
I
banned.
don't
He got
remember
banned.
what happened.
He got banned.
Oh.
Meet Millennial
Don't
Woes.
they
You
all?
choose Fiora in
They
a
all?
dressing gown.
What is
Do you
that
think you're
mean?
better looking than Denzel Washington?
The biggest right-wing cliche.
What?
And here he is addressing the conference that we saw earlier.
You can't really explain why bestiality is wrong.
What? What is happening, Beckett? What the fuck was that? This is gonna be the stream that kills me. I hope you know
Bro.
that. What did I just... You skipped... How far did you skip? You skipped a minute, 2 minutes in. 2 minutes in, and we get bestiality.
Conference that we
Must be
saw
okay.
earlier.
What is happening?
You can't really explain why bestiality is wrong.
Such a good sound.
How does he say it? Bestiality?
That we saw
He
earlier.
says...
You can't really explain why bestiality is wrong.
He says it bestiality. I don't...
Is that like a Freudian slip where he's like,
Bestiality.
listen?
What? No, this is just his fucking accent, man. This is... What is happening? Oh, I'm lightheaded.
Bro.
I don't know what's happening. Oh god. So funny. Anyway, ooh, it's the bear.
It's the bear.
It's the bear. I remember the bear.
Everyone, welcome to This Week in Stupid for the 18th of June 2017.
Stupid fucking feminists.
Oh.
Holy fucking cuntfucks, why do you have to make me shit fucking bricks every time I see you?
Sorry.
Anyway, how can I be of service?
I was just wondering how the arrest went. I feel like my life is in danger while he's still out there, free to just occupy someone else's front row and listen to them talk.
You will be pleased to know that the arrest was successful.
Oh, wait.
This is about VidCon.
No, that's what... Oh my god! This is about VidCon! I forgot about that! Oh my god! Oh, shit! This is so exciting.
So, for those who don't know, let me see if I can find the fucking video.
Oh my god, please. Please. My favorite moment of all time ever. Of the anti-SJW sphere is this fucking moment, because it was so... Well, that... I don't know. It was that, and it was when Andy Warski thought that he became friends with Francesca Ramsey, and he didn't, and then he had a mental breakdown.
Oh, dude. Yeah, he did a show with her. Like, they did a, like... yes, this!
Oh my god! Ah!
So guys, let's talk about Sargon and Anita Sarkeesian, and we're going to break this whole situation.
Oh, fuck. I want the actual footage of it.
So many of these people use a voice changer. I don't understand.
Oh, and Boogie was on this panel as well, guys. Boogie was on the panel with Anita. And at the time, Boogie was getting trolled really badly. And Anita just like turns to him and was like, listen, as a man, you can never know what it's like to experience harassment. And like the entire internet like supported Boogie. It was crazy. It was like Boogie's like prime moment.
You can try this. Anita calls Sargon a garbage human being, I guess.
Called Sargon human garbage.
Oh my god. I remember Ranting Monkey too. I used to watch him so much. That's crazy.
Is this gonna be the... Do they have the
Okay.
panel footage?
I hope so.
Let's see.
Buddy, go watch his original video. It's linked below. Now, where's the good stuff?
Ah,
Fuck me! Right, okay, where is it?
I'm violent. Somebody please just put it in the chat.
This video is
Someone help us.
unavailable. Fuck you. What?
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna crash out.
Show Lazy the extortion clip and introduce her to Doodle's mosquito voice.
I've seen the extortion clip. I remember, when was it? You called me, because we were working on the whole Saberspark story, and you called me being like, "Oh my god, I can't. I have to work on both this and the Doodle Tones thing." And he said Doodle Tones, and my brain immediately clicked. I'm like, Doodle Tones? I haven't heard that name in years.
So good. Hey, Barry with the gifted 10 Cope and Seethe memberships. Thank you so fucking much. So good. I don't know who close this down. Okay. Is this...
I should absolutely do a Doodle Tones video. It would be so fucking funny.
Hello everyone, well...
Okay, let's see if I Am Alex can be fucking useful for once in his entire life. Like, of course he can't. Of course he can't. He's useless.
What, did he make a video about this?
Yeah, he did.
I can't believe that. That's crazy. Okay, hold on.
I
I will find this video.
We are
I'm
gonna
good at
find this
research.
fucking thing. This is so dumb.
This is dumb. I don't understand why we can't find people.
Bro.
VidCon.
Oh, is this it?
I forgot that Sargon of Akkad was on Joe Rogan. That's crazy. What the fuck?
Bro.
He talks about that clip though, that whole event that happened at VidCon, on Joe Rogan. That's crazy. I forgot about that. Is this it? Oh my god, wait, hold on, I found it.
You found it? I think I might have found
so
it.
it's
No, okay. It's a post from a
it's
suspended
in this
account.
video. Yeah, it's in this video. It is at start at the 59 seconds. That's where it starts to play. It's iPhone quality in a vertical, but like that's the thing.
Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Okay.
Post it in the chat.
Okay.
I forgot
what time? What's the timestamp?
59 seconds in, and just play from there.
We live in a world where men are still on 2017 this past weekend.
Hi hamster, I love you too. Who are making these dumbass videos that just say the same shit over and over again. And like, I hate to give you attention because you're a garbage human. Whatever.
This continuous.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh, that's crazy. I'm sorry that's like the only good quality thing. Unless if some black guy has a clip of it, it's better. But like, yeah, no, that's crazy.
There's one clip where it's filming Sargon's face when she says it.
Yes. Oh my god.
Bro.
Some black guy. Oh wait. Oh my god. I think some black guy has it in his video. That's crazy. Yes. Oh my god. Okay. Some black guy does have it. The video where it shows his face. It starts at, it's in the chat, start at 4 minutes 48 and play from there.
If you want to show people that you value facts over feelings and simultaneously look like a stud.
Her, and she started talking shit to Sargon, calling him a shithead and a garbage human.
If you Google my name on YouTube, you get shitheads like this dude who are making these dumbass videos that just say the same shit over and over again. And like, I hate to give you attention because you're a garbage human. Whatever, dude. The fact that these dudes are making endless videos that just go after every feminist over and over and over again, I think is a part of the issue of why we have to have these conversations.
Now, I personally wasn't at.
Bro.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Amazing. Incredible.
It was such a good time. It was such a good time.
I can't. That is to the extent of anti-SJW-ism being recognized on a large scale by YouTube, I think, is when.
But do you remember when
other than that,
Anita went to
underground.
Anita went to Congress to complain about online harassment?
I think I do remember this.
It was the
was it
fucking
a lawsuit or something?
It was like they were giving her it was like a whole thing. They presented evidence to Congress, but it was like a mess because it was like linked to people's like home like PC drives and stuff. So like yeah, it was a complete shit show. Because they were also really disorganized.
I thought that was fuck. Who was?
I'm not sure it was actually Anita. I think it was
because you're saying
it might be Zoe. It might be Zoe who did it.
Yeah, but there was somebody else too that kind of did something similar. It's the black woman who like argues on the right-leaning Paladin also did a thing with Kanye West, and I don't remember her name right now. And
do you remember Tree of Logic?
Crazy. I think so.
Do you remember Aiden Paladin?
Yes. You said you hated Aiden Paladin.
I do.
I want to know why.
I do hate Aiden Paladin.
Tell me, Beckett.
I hate Aiden Paladin so fucking much, Lazy. It is unreal.
Tell me why. Candace Owens, that's right.
Candace Owens,
I remember now. The brain is forming a thought. Candace Owens ran this thing where she tried to like stop online harassment by collecting like the personal information of people like trolls, and then she went on Dave Rubin and argued it with Blair White, and it was a fucking shit show. That's what it was. And now she's a right-wing grifter because nobody knows how to fucking just own their shit.
Function
anyway,
like
Aiden Paladin, why do you hate it? I want to know.
Okay, so
now.
Let me explain to
Social
you.
autopsy, that's what it was.
Let me explain to you a little bit of Aiden Paladin lore. Let me close some of the stuff.
Yo, Mr. Enter's in the chat? That's so funny.
Is Enter around? Hey, Enter, how you doing?
Yes,
Anita and Zia and Zoe both went to the United Nations, not Congress, about their harassment. It was United Nations. Enter fucking remembers. Based.
Yeah. That's so crazy. That's so crazy.
Nate with the 20. Remember when Candace Owens testified about harassment and worked on social autopsy before waking up one morning and realizing that conservatives were right and had the shit show debate with Blair White? Shit.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. Thank you, Nate. Oh my god.
Let me reshare my screen. And we're gonna. So after the whole Kraut and T stuff happened, Kraut made a video on Aiden Paladin.
Is that what they actually look like?
That is what they actually look like. Not anymore. Now they're far older.
Yeah.
And Aiden is like just a human shit show. It's actually kind of amazing. But
1,000 subscribers.
I need to know why.
This is a phone call. This is clips from a phone call that Aiden had with Kraut.
I've got 50,000 subscribers. I'm not ignorable anymore. You are suffering on levels you may not even be cognizant of. Yeah.
What is happening?
You're psychologically disturbed. I'm a woman, my dude, so am I not allowed to be your psychologist? Kinda really hurt my feelings. Yeah. Admit that I agree, that maybe should bleed.
It's like, what is happening right now?
So Aiden Paladin first appeared, she's made multiple different things through her career. So she first appeared, where's like the early, so this is like early Aiden Paladin. But by the way, so there's been lots of claims that Kraut doxed her, that Destiny doxed her, that fucking what's his name, like another leftist doxed her. But actually, the person who doxed Aiden Paladin was Aiden Paladin. She doxed herself on a stream by showing her pill bottle for lithium. That's not a joke. That's how she doxed herself. And the reason most people don't know this is because that stream doesn't exist anymore. There's only a screenshot of it. Because that stream was her reading lolicon bestiality hentai on stream.
You have to stop.
That's not a joke. She did that. She had this like Also, where's the
stroke.
Where's Hold on, there's like...
Why?
Dude, there's like...
Why?
Where is it? Where is it? I think it's in this video. Oh yeah, she did drunk reviews. She did drunk reviews.
Comic books with copious amounts of alcohol. Vikings doing Vikingly things. All types of Viking-ish shenanigans. And by Viking shenanigans, I mean raping and pillaging. There's a lot of raping and pillaging. Some people who enjoy anime are about Japan. To all my viewers in Iceland. Svefnokvin men fuller. Batman, Spider-Man, Avengers. I think we're done. It's over. To bande dessinée, consommation d'alcool. Yeah. This guy is Mel Gibson.
I hate Aiden Paladin.
You know what Aiden Paladin is? Aiden Paladin is one of those anti-SJWs that you think is smart because they use big words. That's what Aiden Paladin is. Like, one of her videos is the... the educationism epidemic. Degrees, dehumanization, and democracy. What the fuck is educationism? I can read. What does that mean, chat? What is educationism? The basics of actually being smart and having an education, going to school? Shit.
There's like a stream where she starts crying because Kraut doesn't respect her like degree. He calls her like a pseudoscientist and she starts crying. Rotting Brain with a 5. Thank you for being the first thing I heard on break at work with the volume up. Lamal, love you, Beckett and Lacey. Potato, Aiden Paladin is Gilded's best friend. I really like... Aiden is just like the quintessential grifter. It's actually kind of incredible. You know, she believes she's descended from Odin, right?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, she did. She believes she is descended from Odin by rape. She believes that a Viking who was descended from Odin raped William Shakespeare's sister, and that she is the descendant of William Shakespeare's sister who was raped.
I'm gonna need you to stop talking some nonsense to me. I'm gonna need you to stop.
It's true. She said that on stream. She had a whole thing about it. It was like,
Beckett, because you hate this person doesn't mean you can start talking bullshit.
That's not. That's not bullshit. That is actually true. That is not a lie. That is completely fucking true.
Why would she say this?
Because she is crazy.
Okay. Sometimes I have to remember that human beings don't have rhyme or reason. Sometimes people are just psychotic and need... This is why she takes lithium! This is why! I have seen this clip. It is real. I want... Guys, I give up. I give up. I don't know what the fuck is going on anymore. God.
That's so OC, don't steal of her. So true, Rain.
What does she believe in the fucking... Okay, so I can't believe I'm about to fucking debate this.
Yeah.
Because I know some Norse mythology. There's a story about how Odin would sometimes disguise himself as, like, I believe a boat traveler, and like a boatsman, and then she'd meet women and then have sex with them and be like, bestow upon them a new son kind of thing. And does she believe like that concept? She was fucking does she believe that like her mom asked for a child super badly and then was visited by the boat traveler Odin? Is that fucking help me? Help me! God damn it! I believe that was Zeus, not Odin. Well, I mean, they both have a similar thing. God. I wish I could remember the actual, the Norse variants of that story. I mean, I know that Zeus would also do that same shit, but, like, Zeus was a pure...
Zeus turned into a swan. As well.
Well,
yeah.
True.
Pinko with the 10
fucks a
is my
swamp?
favorite little bean. Good evening, Pinko. How we doing?
Aw.
Or
You know what? All the pagan Viking, all the polytheistic gods did some sort of disguising to fuck humans. Okay, I just remember specifically because she's arguing Odin, so I'm like, oh yeah, Odin has a story where he like disguised himself as a boat traveler and then would fuck people, and then they would like he is the descendant of Odin kind of thing. That's what I'm trying to. I'm trying to rationalize something that isn't rational, and it's going to like literally turn my brain into mush. That's what's going on right now.
Okay, I'm streaming something new.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Let's look at the poster girl for Nazism. Fun fact about Rage After Storm. Do you know what the last bit of like information we have about Rage After the Storm on the internet is?
Like recently, or just like the last like she was ever heard of?
Well,
recently. I don't what?
A few years ago, she tried to get her Kiwi Farms page delisted in Germany. I'm assuming because whenever you searched her name when she was applying for jobs, the first thing would come up was a Kiwi Farms page explaining how she is a neo-Nazi in Germany. Which I imagine was inconvenient. Lazy died on me. Fuck, did I break Lazy? I think I broke Lazy. Oh no. Oh no! I've broken Lazy. Fuck, guys. No. Platinum Ether with the 3. I'm shocked Zeus doesn't have a son named Herpes. That's true.
Oh, son of a...
Oh,
okay,
I'm
there
back.
it goes. I don't know what the hell just happened on my end. Don't worry about it. It didn't happen. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. It's fine.
We're talking about Rage After Storm trying to hide her Nazi past.
Yeah, I thought that she was British. I didn't know that she was German.
She's I think she's half and half, but she lives in Germany.
Oh. Oh, okay. God. This face was the thing that broke me. It was like, wait a minute, this might be wrong. Everything this might be incorrect. I think I might be on the wrong side here. It's like causing me to have tremors. I don't know. I don't know. The
Mama, hast du schon meine
deconstructing is
Wehrmachtuniform
sad.
gewaschen? Ich wasche doch eine helle Wäsche. Ah, scheiße. Kannst du nicht eine extra Wäsche für mich reintun? Nur diesmal, ich brauch's echt.
Oh, okay. Nur einmal. Diesmal.
Oh, danke, Mama.
Sag mal, läuft deine Kamera?
Oh, scheiße.
She's gonna arrest you.
So, after many of you have speculated about my stance on race, especially my recent one, I've decided to make a video about it. Because heck, I love talking about things that will probably get me kicked off YouTube and every other social media website.
That was hell of a foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing. We hit goal. We hit the goal.
Oh fuck, we hit the goal? We hit the goal? Oh my god, you guys deserve so many stickers right now. Thank you so much. German here, I hate this woman. Can she get arrested yet?
That was the thing that hit the goal. That's so funny.
So what's so good about, and let's be fair, what's so good is the fact of how proud I am of you, chat. That's what's so good. But what's so like interesting about Rage After Storm is you gotta remember this was like 2016, right? And she started her YouTube channel, and in the space of about 6 months amassed 90,000 subscribers in 2016.
Oh, she was that big?
Yeah, she was massive. People don't remember this. She was not a small channel. And that kind of growth was incredibly fucking rare for niche communities. Everyone was like, oh my god, we love the neo-Nazi nerd chick. It was crazy. She was like complete skyrocket. Shit.
Dude, I remember where I was. I was on vacation I don't remember where exactly, but we were in a cabin. It was like one of those really small ones, but like it was double decker or whatever the fuck. I think we were on like Huron or something, and then no bullshit posts a video explaining this video and like how it wasn't that bad and how it shouldn't have like ran Rage After Storm off the internet. And it was in that moment, sitting there watching that video, where I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, because she got like fired over this. So Buttercat says that please watch the Medica series about Kraut and the whole academics respond doxing gay op. Now, okay, here is a really important thing with the academics respond doxing gay op. And I say this as somebody who completely believed that Medica was right at the time. I even watched it unfold. And over the years, I have picked and pulled at that story over the last probably about 3 years. I've interviewed Jeff Holiday. I've spoken to other people who were around and involved at the time. I've gone back over what was actually publicly available. And it's not true. Kraut did not run a doxing server. And the reason everyone thinks that he does, or did, was somebody by the name of Braving Ruin, also known as Edgy Sphinx. And if you go back and you watch any of those streams, you will find a particular symbol, which is a snake wrapped around some pillars. And this is Braving Ruin. And Braving Ruin, this is fucking some of the most insane gay ops ever. Braving Ruin was angry at Kraut because Kraut started going after neo-Nazis. So when Kraut started going after people and started putting together his academic server, Braving Ruin selectively leaked sections of it to claim that they were doxing people. And that is it was entirely a personally driven drama. But at the time, the alt-right wanted to get rid of people like Kraut and Jeff Holiday and anybody who was like left-leaning, so they could basically solidify the kind of anti-SJW community into like this alt-right, like essentially what became sector. And if you want like further evidence of this, by the way, for those of you who are around at the time, remember what happened to Milo. Milo for years was the alt-right guy. Milo Yiannopoulos on TV and interviews at universities was always talking about himself as alt-right. And then Richard Spencer came on the scene, and everyone really quickly started saying, well, Milo was never alt-right, like Richard's alt-right. And it was like over a month and a half this happened. Yeah, it's a really crazy realignment. And then you get JF Garepi coming on to Warski Live. Suddenly Chris Warski is completely gone. All these little things started shifting and happening really fucking quickly. But yeah, the Kraut doxing server story just isn't true. Nick is another person who's well aware of this. Like I've spoken to Diora about this.
This needs to be a video in and of itself.
The problem is
video in and of itself.
The problem is it's so difficult to like explain all of this. But yeah, I've got like hold on. Yeah, I did an interview with I did an interview with Holiday. Give me a second, let me find it. Where
are you trying to find the clip you sent me? Or
yeah, I think so. Let me play it. Let me just get it up.
It's in our chat. It's in our chat. It's like
my name is Jeff Holiday, the leader of Keck.
Or just go to media or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, this was so good.
Yes. Yes. Oh.
My name is Jeff Holiday, the leader of Kekistan. I love the blacks. Hail Kekistan. My name is Jeff Holiday.
I can't believe I got him to record that for me.
I am so happy.
Wow, Kraut went after a Nazi. Who'd have thunk? Yeah, it's so true. Yeah, no, it's a really interesting. Like the whole doxing server thing was really crazy because again, the people who claimed to be doxed by the doxing server were Coach Red Pill and Aiden Paladin. But what you've got to remember is two things. Aiden Paladin, if you go and listen to the stream where she's talking on Warski Live, you can find it on the Internet Archive. There's a couple of mirrors. I think I've played it on stream before, actually, What Aiden says is, you face doxed me, Kraut. My face is in your server. But as I've just shown you, Aiden had streamed with her face and made videos with her face for years before joining the Skeptic Sphere. It wasn't like no one had doxed her. She'd given out her own name. And then also there was a claim that Jeff Holiday and Kraut were trying to dox Coach Redpill. But Coach Redpill's name was already public because he'd been on Russian television under his actual name. So none of the people who were claiming to have been doxed were being doxed. They just used it as a narrative to go after Kraut and Holiday and all the others. It's just not true.
Coach Redpill, more like Coach Dead.
More like Coach Deadpill. More like Coach Don't Go to Ukraine and Get Executed, moron.
Oh my god, I can't believe that. That's so crazy. Oh my god. So, I mean, aside from all this, I think Rage After Storm was kind of like the very first instance of people recognizing, like, oh, there's like, this is shifting to the alt-right. Like, this was it. This was everyone's, like, big realization, like, oh, this is what's happening right now. Oh my god. Aside from all of that other stuff, you know. But this was, like, the one thing where I think, I don't know what happened, because, like, I don't even know what her content was before this. I assume just basic ass, just, like, anti-SJW stuff. And this is when everyone's just like, oh, shit, you're alt-right. And
well, I mean,
a lot of
even
people
her
are like,
basic
yeah, but she's hot, though, so, like...
I mean, even her basic ass, like, anti-SJW stuff was, like, really fucking obviously white nationalist. I mean, there's actually, when she gets interviewed by Warski and Chris Warski, she actually makes a joke about being a grammar Nazi, and you can see Chris Warski get really awkward. It's like
she's already facing accusations of being a Nazi, so why would you say that?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
I skipped Metal Man's super chat. I'm so sorry. Give me a second. Beckett will always be my fascist gateway. So fucking true, Metal Man. Thank you. I try. Thank you for the two.
You'll never escape the alt-right claims by Bonk. This will
Well, this one was from Lin. Lin in her jar video accused me of being the alt-right, like the fascist gateway of the ACC, and I was like, that's hurtful. It's like, bro, what the fuck did I do?
mean, to be fair, I used to be an actual anti-SJW. If anyone wants to call anybody like an alt-right gateway, I was in the gateway, guys. Like, I was there. I mean, I'm not there anymore, but I almost was as a 16-year-old dumbass. Like, shit.
If your 16-year-old self
Skeptics
now,
alt-right
like, saw you now, what would your 16-year-old self say about you?
I think she'd be kind of surprised that I talked to Mr. Enter in that creepy reading, like people I was watching since I was a kid. They'd be like, you do that? And I'm like, yeah. I think in terms of ideology, I don't think she would be all that surprised. I think she'd be like, dude, I don't think we knew what the fuck we were talking about. I'm like, yeah, no, we didn't. no, we fucking didn't. No, we didn't. I think she'd be a little betrayed. I'm just like, and considering how my dad raised me, I think she would be like, you know, but dad said this, so he must be right. And I'm like, honey, I have a rude awakening for you. I have a very rude awakening for you. It's not going to be pretty. I think she would probably be like kind of expecting it, a little betrayed, but kind of expecting it, because she's just like, back even when I was an anti-SJW, I really didn't give a shit about any of this stuff. I would just talk about it because my dad thought I was smart. I think he discovered my channel on a whim, because I kept it a secret, and discovered I was making anti-SJW content talking about, like, left-wing politics bad, rar. And he's like, I'm so proud of you. And I'm like, oh my god, my dad's proud of me for doing this thing. And he even thought this whole thing out. It was so crazy. He was like, yeah, you can be like, you know, the Ben Shapiros and, like, actually start, like, doing political commentary and, like, be one of these guys and, like, build your channel and, like, that could be your career, like, kind of thing, instead of, I don't know, going to college. And that was insane at the time, that he thought that I only had, like, 5,000 subscribers at the time. So the idea that he, like, manifested this whole, like, thought process that I was the next Ben Shapiro at that moment was kind of fucking crazy. and
You would have been a great Ben
I'm not
Shapiro.
that now. No, I wasn't. No, don't validate my father. Don't do that.
Somebody asked, are you going to talk about Razor Fist or Styx Hammer at all? Which is a weird question because they're the same person, obviously. I never watched Styx. I watched a lot of Razor Fist though. I still. Okay. Do I like Razor Fist? I like bits of Razor Fist. I like old Razor Fist. I don't know what the fuck current Razor Fist is doing. And I mean very recent Razor Fist in the last, like, 8 months. He's become, like, a weird Christian... Like, Styx got arrested? Yeah. I mean, well, of course he fucking did. Dude.
I think Lazy and Ben may be the same height. Shut the fuck up. God damn it. I could, you know what? I could meet nose to nose with Ben Shapiro, stare him deep into his eyes.
Please, someone draw art of that. Please, someone draw art of that. That sounds fucking hilarious.
A UFC face-off with me and Ben Shapiro.
Yes.
Anyways, let's talk about this German bitch.
Let's watch a bit more. Let's listen to a take on race.
We're so
Racism.
terrible.
It's an interesting lexeme. I remember.
I think this has been a really good law stream. I don't know. I've got no idea. I don't know.
We're terrible at keeping. We're terrible at keeping like fucking consistent. This is the ADHD lore stream. That's what this is.
I think this is good. We should do this again.
I remember being first taught about it when I was a wee little kid, and we were talking about the slave trade, you know, in Africa and all that other shit. So at the time, I only saw racism as a thing that white people did to black people. Despite the fact that I as a kid was racially profiled for being German, for example, I got called a Nazi on the playground, etc., I never actually assumed that that was a case of racism. I just thought, heck, that's just people being assholes, right? Which leads me to think, despite having known what racism was, I still wasn't able to put A and B together. Which then gives me another question to whether or not the term racism actually properly exists. Racism is a made-up word. Well, heck, every word is a made-up word. We use words to explain new things that we describe to often make our lives a heck of a lot easier. And then we use those words to accuse people of things to help our own selfish narrative of getting our point across.
So, like, what did Milo say that was violent in a rape threat?
It is violent. The words that he says, the rhetoric, racist, sexist bullshit, that is violent. Racist, sexist.
The same goes with transphobia, Islamophobia, and many other words that are used for fearmongering. And words like these all lie under the same hood. They are used to force people to ignore why we might feel uneasy about people that look or are a little bit different. And notice how these words were mostly created by minorities or people who felt oppressed. These words gave people power that would inevitably cause other people a
I can't believe she went like just full mask off. It was absolutely, dude.
I can't believe she puts it around in quotes like minorities who feel oppressed. Like, girl, read the room. Also, I can't believe that her one example of racism is, well, I was a fucking German, so people called me a Nazi. It's like, don't you live in Germany? What do you mean? Are you a German person with other German people calling you a Nazi? I don't think like other Germans Germany living in Germany. Yeah, but like if she's talking about being raised in Germany, right? And people on the playground would call her a Nazi in Germany. I don't think, and maybe I'm ignorant. I've never been to Germany. I don't think that Germans make a joke of that, of calling each other Nazis.
No, they don't.
Like, I feel like most of them kind of look at that as a stain on their history and wouldn't call you that unless you were actually being a Nazi.
Oh, Dickers in chat. She grew up in England, which makes sense that Dickers would know that. He's a raging white nationalist. No, he's not. He's not. That's really mean. Metal Man. To be fair, I chatted in that he wanted to be a priest and was defending paedophilia the other day. So, like, I'm pretty mean to Dickers. Metal Man with the 2. He's another streamer. He's good. He's got a sense of humor. Metal Man with the 2. I am actively taking psychic damage. Yes, this is true.
This is very much giving a woman that's been like super closeted about like what racism is. Like this is giving the person that was never taught like effectively what it was, because our examples are the slave trade in Africa. Like it's like sure, yeah, it's the most documented case, but like there what do you mean? Like I can't believe that. I can't believe this.
In Germany, no one would call you a
is
Nazi if a
happening?
kid did it. It's straight detention. Yeah, it's like not a word you throw around. It's not a word you throw around.
I'm not crazy, right? I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
I know what I'm sort of talking about. Okay. Good. Yay.
Fuck me.
Oh shit.
Oh, a never-ending spiral. Do you miss the old days of the SJW community?
No. 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 I mean, I missed when it went like full blood sports. That's when it was at least funny. But this shit just makes me feel depressed. This shit makes me feel ignorant again, and I just hate that. Ugh.
Oh,
What are you
God.
eating, by the way? What is what are you chewing on?
I'm rolling a cigarette. Hold on. Fuck, Dick has just sent me. Dude. I can't believe Dick has found this. What the fuck? I forgot this existed.
Oh my...
New profile picture of me reacting to Jew shit. Amazing.
This girl really wondered why people called her a Nazi as a kid. Shit, I wonder fucking why.
I know, it's a mystery.
Guys, can you sense the Nazi in the room? Where is it? Where is it? I can't see one.
It's a complete mystery. It really
shit.
is. It really is. Fucking hell. Dude. Dick is being totally fucking based. I didn't realize Dick has had this kind of knowledge back in the day. It's pretty good. Fucking hell.
Ancient lore.
Ancient lore. Well, like, this has been, I didn't want to go super long, but I do want to do this again. This has been, like, super fun, as, like, a lore break. Because I've never had someone to do, like, lore breakdowns with, like this. This has been good.
Well, Beckett, I was the same way. You told me just, like, what was it? I don't even know what we were talking about. We were talking for, like, a first call 7 hours, and you mentioned Jeff Holiday, and I'm like, I remember that guy. That guy used to be part of anti-SJW war. And I said that, and you went, oh, I know what that is. I know what that is. And I'm like, oh my god, someone else I can talk about this shit with, because nobody knows what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, I'm insane.
No, I love it. I love it. It's great. Dude, it's well, look, okay. I will kick you from the call and spend a little time with chat. But thank you so much for coming to hang out. This has been like just a absolutely fucking banging short midweek stream. We will do this again. We will do this again.
Absolutely. I look forward to it.
Cool.
I need to go eat something.
Yeah, I need to get some sleep as well. I don't want to go too late. But
What
yes,
time is it where you're at?
it's like 2 a.m. But
What? It's like 8 o'clock here. What are you?
yeah, I've got meetings at 9 a.m. So I should
Oh my
probably
god.
probably
Go to bed.
Yeah.
Go to bed.
But yes, it's been awesome. I will catch you next time. Thank you so much for coming to hang out, Lazy.
Of course. I look forward to the next Lazy and Clown.
Yes.
Bye, everybody.
Later. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Oh, okay. We will say goodbye to the Lazy Bee for the moment. How's everyone doing, guys? It's been nice. I've had a ton of fun doing this. Lazy super best. You got lots of stickers. Please enjoy this Abby sticker, because I haven't been paying much attention to you tonight, chat, and I apologize. Okay. Oh, this has been fun. This has been fun. I'm very chilled out. Zeus 10, probably on Friday. Watch what I sent you in DMs. What did you send me in DMs? Owens says, I will save that. I will save that. Make a note. Like, we'll talk about Alex Jones next time I have Lazy on. Dude, because there's so much good stuff, like, with Alex Jones. Like he crashed Cenk Uyghur's, like, fucking show at, like, some conference. Dude, I love this stuff. Listen, this has been awesome. I am super fucking tired, though, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would go longer. But I do need to actually sleep. I am going to see if there's anyone live to actually send you to. I'll just send you to Nick. I'll be lazy. I'll just send you to Nick. That seems like the easy thing to do, right? Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I will be back in a couple of days. I can't fucking wait, as always. It should be good. You guys have been awesome. I have been a bee. But that's good news. We can all be bees. We can live for 30 years. Thank you so much to Lazy Bedhead to coming into chilling out, because it's been fucking awesome. And I will catch you in the next one. Have a good rest of your week. Peace, chat. Bye.